kind of assess a game like that tonight?
Yeah, it's kind of just like how I addressed the team. I said, if we're going to play like this every week, we're not going to be the team that we want to be. And I just went straight at all the leaders on the offense and on the defense, and we have to take accountability for the game we had tonight, and it was way too close for comfort. But I did say we do need to take things out of this game to take confidence in. I mean, defense, if you get the offense the ball back with a 2-minute drill, take confidence in that. We're going to go win the game. And there's little things we can take from this week, but, I mean, ultimately, I don't think we should be satisfied with how we played tonight.
On that last drive, you get a chance for redemption. Just how nice was it to put the ball in the end zone there and get the win?
Yeah, it meant everything. I mean, I was frustrated coming off the field on the previous drive just because I kind of took my eyes off the snap and kind of bobbled it and gave it out to Jason the flat late and put it behind him. So not being able to put a drive together right there to go solidify a win was definitely really frustrating. But you gotta have a short memory at this position and be able to go rally the troops, and had all the confidence in the world and my teammates that we go out there and finish the game, and we were lucky to do that tonight.
Why do you think this game was a struggle for you guys?
I feel like we just kind of shot ourselves in the foot too many times. I mean, I think we had 5 drives in the first and second half. And the first one where we take the field goal, we got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone right there. And even on the third down, we just get in a 3rd and long on the first drive and come up a yard short. So the game didn't necessarily start how we wanted it to start. And I don't know if I can pinpoint one thing, but I think situationally again tonight on 3rd downs we have to be better on some certain different type of stuff, and I think it'll translate to our offense being a lot more productive.
All that being said, Coach called that last drive the career-defining drive for you. Just talk about your mindset going in and what you were thinking during that drive.
Man, I was just kind of telling the guys on the sideline, like, this is what we do every Monday. And Coach Wells spends a lot of time in our position meetings going over 2 minute. We've watched the Cal game from a long time ago with Deshaun Jackson, where they end up letting the time run out when they could have just kicked the field goal. We watched that a whole bunch of times. We watched a whole bunch of situational games where I just felt like we were really prepared, and we repped stuff like that before, so there's really no need for us to panic. And just kind of trying to go out there and have a calm demeanor, because I know the guys feed off me, and go out there and even if we have a bad throw, an incompletion, we drop a ball, whatever it is, I mean, we got 3 more downs to make something happen. Never out of the fight until the clock's hit 0. So we were still on the sidelines talking about, okay, what if we go to overtime, stuff like this. You just want to, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And luckily we didn't have to go to overtime tonight, but I think all the guys were confident that we were going to go win that game.
And then talk about your scramble, the big scramble that set you up for 1st and goal.
Yeah, just pre-snap, just seeing guys' eyes glued to defenders, and knowing that they probably weren't going to have somebody from me. And when they gave a twist inside, and I kind of felt some pressure inside, and scrambled kind of right into a twist. But our tackle did a good job of just getting hands on the guy so I could get around him. And then it was just green grass from there. Jace did a good job of covering on the sideline right there, and was able to pick up a big chunk yardage play to ultimately set up the game-winning play.
Do you feel more poised in maybe a 2-minute offense?
Yeah, I mean, like I've been in situations like that before, not at this level. Unless you want to kind of go back to Rutgers, was maybe a little similar in that way. But I've always been the person to think if we get the ball last, we should win the game. And I'm always going to have that type of confidence in myself and my teammates. And I think that kind of helps, helps with poise and confidence and calmness. And I think everybody kind of feeds off that. So I'm continuing to be a great leader in even adverse times.
So I wondering what your emotions were on your last touchdown in the 1st half, where it hits the North Dakota defender and ends up in your guys' hands.
Yeah, I mean, stuff happens fast at this level. I was kind of rolling out, and Tibbs was like wide open. And by the time the ball gets to Tibbs, there's a guy that covered a lot of ground to be able to make a play on it. But great concentration by Tibbs, making me right there. I had to watch the replay. I didn't even know what happened. But sometimes we always say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and I feel like that was the time right there. You just kind of get lucky and the ball falls your way, So, I mean, the football gods were on our side right there.
Now that you've got this Ireland trip behind you, you won this close game, is there kind of a sense of relief that you got that first win of the season, now you can kind of move forward and start to clean up some of the mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a 1 week season. Like I said, like last week, we got to take the good and grab the good and fix the bad, and we'll continue to learn from it and get better. But we got to focus on Army now and figure out how we're going to go 1-0 again next week.
What do you think about Devon, how he's running the ball?
I was really confident and pleased with how Devon played tonight. I think he really stepped up big for us. And just talking to him at halftime, man, I was like, I was talking to the running back, like, we got to get the run game going. Like, we are the bigger, stronger, we got to be the more physical team coming out in the second half. And Devon did a good job of getting 2 scores up for us. And I think it really is gonna help with his confidence, because he's a really talented player. And he can be dangerous at this level. So he did a really good job, and I'm really excited for him tonight.
One more for Avery.